dog Ghostface game, man. I probably should have been went live, bro. I just dropped 53 points in the game. I probably don't even have the battery life on my PSP, so I'll probably pick back up the stream on some Dragon Ball shit later. Whether it be Xenoverse or Sparking Wheel, we'll see. But 53 points in the game, my boy. I just went nuts. We're really about to hit 50 in a row, but you know. Got motherfuckers scared right
These
now, boy.
cheeseheads or something else. Let's quiet them down. Fans live for games like this one.
Probably need to roll one. Ain't that right, Chase? Big dog chases the puppy in the game, nigga. Chase is gonna be like, bro, you stay with the poo-poo. Like, why you be bothering me? I don't be bothering you no more, homie. I'm over here in my puppet zone, doing my puppet thing, and you bothering me, big dog. You bothering. Why's you bothering me, big dog? That's how my dog looking at me like, why's you bothering me, big dog? I'm chilling. I'm chilling, dog. I'm chilling. Probably should have rolled this shit before I met y'all. It's all good. Let's see, 24 layup, 8 hot step layup. I don't know what hot step is. So, man, how was you guys' New Year's, man? What did everybody do for New Year's? Chase, we're not talking to you. We know what you did for New Year's. You was here with your granny while me and your mama was out. I gotta get a camera, y'all. Just to see how Chase be looking at me. I have the most handsomest, cutest bravest pup there is, and this nigga is so judgmental all at the same time. Like, drop a like or a puppy emoji in the chat if you have a judgmental dog or a judgmental pet, period. We all know how judgmental cats can be. I've had a few cats. We had one even adopt us at the old house back when we was playing 2K24 and Black Myth Wukong during the time of Helene. We had one named Stormy, aka Storm. We thought it was a little girl. We come find out it was a little boy. Yeah, he hung around for a little bit and, went on back home to his family. Come to find out he was from a family up the street. We almost there, y'all. All right, y'all ready? Let's do it.
Coming up next, the Bucks taking on the Celtics. For Milwaukee, coming into their own, building inertia. Can they take it a step further tonight? Celtics, Bucks, coming up next. And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight.
A precarious situation with three starters out, but crisis also creates an opportunity for those other players on the roster.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Derek White, and it's Smooth in at the 1. And for the Bucks, they've got Bobby Portis, Chris Dunn is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Hansen in at the 5, down low. And in the second game of a back-to-back, it must be hard to keep your energy up on consecutive nights.
Well, that's why we see so many coaches sit healthy players for the second game, but the NBA has done a great job over the past 4 or 5 seasons cutting back on back-to-back nights where games are scheduled, and the players spoke up, and the league listened.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Tatum from long range hits the trifecta.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Outside Thybulle. From 11 feet away, that one falls.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. It's White with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Lillard can't get it to go. Down low. Here's Brown. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Portis outside. Back to Lillard. And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the middle. Hansen misses. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And so he hits both. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. All right, let's go to Allie LaForce now, who spoke with Doc Rivers.
I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Brown. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Terrific initiative from the swingman. Brown is smart at understanding when to look to score inside.
Portis outside. Back to Lillard. Pass to Portis. Lillard outside. 5 on the clock. For 3. Connects from downtown. Lillard's got 5.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
Outside, Brown. Tatum from long range. Buries it from 3. Tatum's gotten his second bucket on the night.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Pass to Hansen. Now here's Portis. Outside Thybulle. Hansen passes to Thybulle. And here's Portis. And Lillard puts up a deep 3. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the inside. Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Lillard outside. And the dunk by Lillard.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for
Puppy, puppy, doggy, doggy, puppy, 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 doggy, doggy, puppy, 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 doggy, 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 puppy, puppy. Stop.
Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
And we're going to cut away now to Shams Charania on the line, who's got a story out of Dallas. Shams, what's the news on the Mavs?
Hey, Brian. They're very pleased to bring in Malcolm Brogdon, the former Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year. He's always willing to do whatever's asked of him, and I'm told Brogdon was the guy they wanted, and kudos to them for making it happen.
Always something going on, and we appreciate the update, Shams. Thanks. Now here's Lillard. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Outside Thibault. Pass to Portis. Here's Lillard. Takes a three. Porzingis grabs the board.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Here's Tyler. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Porzingis passes to Smooth. Here's Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 10 points.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Keep making a switch here. Herter's checked in.
You're going out there, no let up.
Bucks trail by 9. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Up top, Smith. Covered by Richards. Jones drives in. Rebound, Boston. They've led by as many as 14. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He scored 53 points, and a total like that was good enough to mark his high for the season. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Herter finds Jones. Back to Herter. Outside Jones. 4 on the clock. Shoots from the line. Off the left rim and out.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Outside Herter. And another miss by Milwaukee.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Smooth. Miller left side. Here's Tyler. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Jones drops in the layup for 2. Jones has got 5.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. Porzingis is checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Miller. Boston leading by 16. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
1 minute left to play in the second quarter. Dunn outside. Pass to Hansen. Lillard with the ball. 6 to shoot. Off the mark there with a 3.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Tyler, defended by Dunn. Here's Tyler. Left side, Porzingis. The kick to Tatum. Launches it. It doesn't go for him. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Celtics delivering the blowout. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest. Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, man, it's a hot dog. Cheese, it's right there in the name.
Well, it's got meat, correct?
Right.
It has bread.
Right.
Isn't that what it takes to make a sandwich?
Stuff between bread?
That's not how it works. Every summer they have a hot dog eating contest, not a sandwich eating contest. They're different.
I really feel
a good point.
sandwiched between two great debaters. And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Boston Celtics.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows today. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
Two.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Damian Lillard out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Bobby Portis. And it's Hansen in at the 5 spot. That's Doc Rivers' 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Portis over Tatum. And no good, trying to use the glass. Boston leading by 20. Smooth, the pass to White. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. White's got 7 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Portis outside. Pass to Dunn. Now here's Lillard. The 3 is up. Porzingis grabs the board. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Portis' shot is off.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Pass to Smooth. Launches a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number 1. Everything else comes after that.
Smith, he's checked in for Portis. Let's see the stat sheet here for Tyus Jones.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the 3-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
The Bucks have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Lillard deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Smith right side. Here's the 3. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Takes a step back. Right wing. Here's Tyler. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself, but now he wants to keep everybody involved.
For 3, here's Lillard, and that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
Tatum from long range, and count it. Now 5 for 7.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Here's Lillard. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And a look now at some of the league's impact players. The top 3-point shooters at small forward. Jaylen Brown, number 1. Second, Brandon Miller.
These guys show unbelievable consistency shooting the 3. It's not the only skill they have, but it helps make them extremely dangerous.
Well, even though they can score from anywhere on the court, once they get behind the arc, that's where they do the most damage. As an opponent, the last thing you want to see is one of them getting a hot hand from deep.
No debate there. He got hammered.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. The first one falls.
You love Lillard because he loves the game. And this is a guy who just wants to be out there. He wants the ball in the hands. And he tries not to get caught up in all the drama that happens around the game. It's 100% focused on it.
And both free throws good for Lillard.
And for his career, Damian Lillard, one of the best free throw shooters in the history of the league. and he gets there a lot, too.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Saturday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets. And then Sunday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Trent, he's checked in for the Bucks. Jones comes in for Lillard.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Tatum, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Kind of a devious move by Tatum, pulling the defender in where he wants him.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Jones, the pass to Smith. High arcing shot. Jones misses. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Porzingis. Nails the baby hook.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Mr. Hansen. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third quarter here.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Tatum, good.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Trent from long range. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Smooth. And here's Miller. Porzingis with a screen on Thibault. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Picked by Smith. Here's Jones. Rebound Boston.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Now here's Porzingis. He's covered closely. Outside Tatum. Let's go with a 3.
Oh, that's all.
Tyler, no good. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Celtics opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammates.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Celtics 5 right now. They've got Nick Richards, Drew Holiday out there with Miller, and it's Hauser in at the power forward position. Good on the shot.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Smith with a screen on Miller. Trent. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Here's Tyler. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Trent, the pass to Walker. Smith outside. Here's Primo. And the three-pointer goes.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Hauser passes to Miller. Here's Tyler. Well, Brendan, a players' league, you think there's a point at which players have too much say?
Well, I don't know, B.A. I think it's always a fine line between what it is that both management and ownership is trying to do. This is entertainment, after all. But you got to lean into the players. You got to lean into the personalities. And as long as there's a respect for both of those areas, the league and the game will continue to grow.
The Celtics have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Driving inside, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Tyler's got 24.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Jones, the pass to Walker. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That's foul number 2 for him. Lillard outside. Fires for 3. Richards pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
From the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Lillard outside. Pass to Hansen. To the paint. Here's Smith. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Miller, the pass to Smooth. From deep. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lillard outside. Fires from 14. Miller pulls it in. Boston has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Tyler. Three-pointer, no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Dunn, the pass to Lillard. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter here. It's blocked. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Bell comes in for Richards. And it's Booker in for Hauser. Three on the clock. Here's Hansen. And Booker pulls it down. The Celtics have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Celtics.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And tonight, a fantastic effort to deliver their 48th win of the year. And what a huge performance it was for Smooth.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Smith passes to Dunn. Lillard right side. Here's Hansen. Boston pulls it in. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Tyler with the bucket.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Lillard passes to Hansen. Oh, sweet move. Outside Thibault. Smith outside. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
My mama before she was your friend. Ooh, that's my mom. That's my mom. Yeah, that's my mom. Hello. I was just in here talking shit to Chase.
That's what I'm talking about. Another day, another win. Good work. Looks like a win, but can't take a night off in this league. Ain't ready, MP. These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
I am. Boy, hush, shut the hell up. You're not part of this conversation. Go sit the hell down. Go sit down. I don't know. It's the first week, so they might. No, I'm talking to my mom. Yeah, I know. Huh? Yeah. At what time? Oh, okay.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Brooklyn Nets. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Boston, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, there's the Nets. They're ninth best in the conference.
And, you know, for the Celtics, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Baldwin out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Perkins. And it's Branham in at the 2 guard. And for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. White is out there with Smooth. And it's Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning.
A nice shot by Tyler.
The more Porzingis proves himself a threat as a passer, the more dangerous he can become as a scorer.
Anunoby outside. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, shit. Hold on, babe. Damn, man, my phone monitor is fucked up. My screen not working. Hold on, y'all. Unlock phone. Unlock phone. Come on, baby. Damn. Because my phone, just call my phone. Just call it. Hello. Yeah. Wait, my screen not working. I don't know. My screen not working. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't open it. I can't. They can't even really use on a phone like that. So she got a million fucking pop-ups. The screen is a consistent pop-up. Oh, you're gonna have to get my ass up in the morning, stop by Boost. If I get me a little burner phone until Thursday. I don't know, man.
Celtics on D. It's a three-point game. Here's Anunoby. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the three-point shot in response. Wow.
Tyler passes to Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Anunoby. Last game with 30 points. Pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Baldwin can't get it to go. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Claxton, a screen on Brown. Down low. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
Perkins kicks to Baldwin. Back to Perkins. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by the Celtics. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Smooth in the last game against the Bucks put on a show. He scored 35 points and was reliable as ever from distance. The numbers he put up were really impressive. He's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for the report, DA. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
All right, my screen is not working at all. All right. It just plugged out. I was talking to you. I didn't chase all at the same time. I went to pick up my phone and change the YouTube video, and the screen stopped working. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay, maybe it's frozen or something. So I said, hold on. Restarted the phone. I restarted the phone. Nah. See that.
Miller's checked in for White, and the Nets also making a change. Podziemski's checked in.
I don't have no light backup on to get transfer. Only keep one.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Anunoby. They need this. And again, it's the net.
Move, Chase, move. Get the fuck out of the way, buddy. Move. Get the fuck out of the way. Come on. Come on, buddy. Not right now. 3 words. Not right now. Say what, baby?
It's missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
And here's Perkins after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Let's take a peek at the league's assist leaders. Well, you look at Smooth, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Outside Tatum. Pass to Tyler. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Outside Perkins. Over to the left wing. Screen by Claxton. Just 5 on the clock. Branham can't get it to go.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
The D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Boston. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tatum.
Okay.
1:04 left in the first quarter. Here's Klein. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Houston. Here's Boston now. They're on a 19-3 run. Here's Miller. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And again, it's the Nets missing. Celtics leading by 18. Holiday dishes to Tyler. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Podziemski with it, covered by Tyler. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Anunoby against Miller. Here's Tyler. Sinks the three-pointer. Tyler's got 15.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Boston on top, running away with it. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play. White's checked in for the Celtics. Tyler comes in for Drew Holiday. And the Nets also making a change. Green, he's checked in for Baldwin. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Brandon Pajemski. Green is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Whitehead in at the 5. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pajemski on the wing. Covered by Miller.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Driving the lane. Tyler, no good. Nets trail by 12. To the inside, and stolen by Tatum. White, wide open, he fires. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Yeah, on the catch and shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Now here's Perkins. Defense is right there. Claxton the pass to Perkins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nets shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game. Bell, he's checked in for Boston. Baldwin, he's checked in for the Nets. And the second free throw, good. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. The three from Tatum. A three-pointer is right on target. Tatum's got 12 in the game.
From deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Pass to Perkins. This one for three. Rebound Boston. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Here's Tyler. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah.
Perkins kicks to Baldwin. The Nets working the ball around now. Anunoby against Tatum. Pass to Branham. Shot clock at 6. Here's Baldwin. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the left side wing. Here's Tyler. Hands it from downtown. Tyler's got 21 in the game.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here's Branham. He got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Boston, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly.
High tech as this thing is, it's literally still nothing like the old PSP. This shit. At least I could connect to like my Facebook and like my Google email and use it through my old PSP. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even watch YouTube on this shit.
Did you miss us? Stupid question. Of course you did. And we missed you.
Figure out how to jailbreak.
And tonight we kick off with our mid-season focus on power rankings.
That's a way to jail.
Taking a look here now at Boston.
Because I can access
top dog at the moment. You have to say they've earned it with fair play on the court. Stellar performances.
You can nitpick other spots in the power rankings, but you have to agree that this team has shown they deserve that number one spot, Shaq.
Can you repeat what I just said one more time and watch what happens? This is exactly what I said. I said you can nitpick other spots in the power rankings, but you have to agree this team has shown they deserve the number one spot. It's just what I said.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Nets.
I hate the shots they're taking. I hate them. The team is stubborn, and you have to be willing to adjust, like us with all these new teams that's been added.
Agreed. You can't want to be a long-range sniper, but if you miss the target enough times, you become the victim.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
The Nets shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. White is out there with Smooth. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Pass to Tatum. Tries from 10. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Tatum's got 14 points.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
Claxton the pass to Perkins. Out left to the wing. Here's Branham. And Tatum pulls it down.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Kept alive. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Branham. Anunoby in the corner. Here's Baldwin. Three-pointer. And Tatum pulls it down.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
If it counts.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Pass to Baldwin. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Perkins. And it's slammed in by Perkins.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
No good from Perkins.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
And both free throws good for White. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Baldwin the pass to Branham. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Anunoby. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
To the wing on the left. Three-pointer. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Tyler. Tyler's got 7 now in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Tatum finds White. Outside Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Out to the wing. Here's Branham. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They've outscored them 16 points to 2, not slowing down. A 3-ball. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And here's Brooklyn. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Pass to Anunoby. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the 3-point shot. Anunoby's got 8 points.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Brown, good.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside, Perkins.
Everybody had makeup games today.
Pass to Baldwin. And it's Perkins in the corner. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good on that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action in just a minute.
You won't even wake up if I tap it.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as
Wow. A little touch screen on the front face work, but that don't give me access to my phone.
We head into the fourth
Or
quarter,
at
but
least I didn't
stranger
set it up
things have
like that.
happened.
I don't
On the
think it
court for the
quite
Nets,
worked.
getting the fourth quarter going, we've got Brandon Pajemski. Whitehead out there with Shake Milton. And it's Klein, and it's Klein in at the small forward position.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Now here's Green, defended by Tyler. Here's Klein. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Now here is Holiday. He's defended by Pajemski, and it's in there.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. A nice shot by Tyler.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
Now Pajemski. Outside, Green. Pass to Pajemski. Takes the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Tyler passes to Miller. Celtics passing it around. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has three here in the second. Unstoppable.
Pass to Milton. To the middle. Trying to find Pajemski. Gets it to him. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Hauser. The Celtics have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter.
That's just a nice pass from Drew Holiday. Find the open man. Simple game, right?
The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Now here's Green. Not a lot of room. To the paint. Here's Klein. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Green. Here's Milton. And the Nets another 3.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Down low. A nice shot by Tyler. Tyler's got 42 in the game.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Pass to Pajemski. No good on the triple.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Smooth.
a big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Now here's Green, guarded by Tyler. Pass to Klein.
What's she talking about?
To end the run. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Tyler. Green with the rebound. Now Pajemski. Here's Whitehead. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. NYC, baby. The stars are out. Sing us up the spike for me. It's your night tonight.
AMP, it's your world, we just live in it.
I think I can say that Metaquest will go backwards for like one move. That shit did. I ain't used it since winter here.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So a moment now to see the story for A.J. Griffin.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Looking at the starting 5 for Boston. The 2 J's, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 0. Then it's Derek White. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Smooth in at the 1. And for the Knicks, they've got Jalen Brunson. Griffin is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Wiseman in at the center position, locking down the middle. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, B.A., health is number 1 for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
And when it comes to the rivalries this team has, MP made something very clear, that his goal was to beat each and every single one in his way.
And one of the objectives of any team is to take down your rivals. MP may be humble, but he doesn't want his game, or more importantly, his team, to be overshadowed. Clearly, that motivation has been a driving factor in their success to this point in those key games.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Here's Tyler. There's the drive, and he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's McBride. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all 3 levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Towns. After the basket by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Here's Griffin. Boston pulls it in. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And you know you're going up against a team that has revenge on the brain, besting them in the conference semis last year. They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the bucket by Boston. Griffin outside, and here's Brunson from the arc. It's hauled in by White. Boston leading by 7. Here's Tyler. Hits a 3-pointer. Tyler's got 5.
I just love the ball movement.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Griffin outside.
Hello.
Pass to Town.
Hello. 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 Yeah, I guess the poll about put itself on hold because it got quiet. So I don't know. I guess it's trying to wake up. I don't know what the fuck it's doing. 'Cause it can't go on hold from my own screen. And like I said, clearly I didn't set up no functions for my home screen. So on the when it's closed, I didn't even know it put itself on hold. That's crazy.
Will it go? It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Josh Hart's checked in for Brunson. Miller's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for White. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
I don't see how I'm
Here's
about to do
McBride.
anything.
Off target.
Right. Damn, man, that's crazy. Come on, baby. Oh, oh, it did something just now. At least I was able to wake my phone up.
it at the rim. Celtics lead by 12. Holiday passes to Miller. Down low. Here's Tatum. Can't get it to drop. Good work defensively by Wiseman. The Knicks have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. McBride passes to Griffin. To the wing, right side. Towns against Tatum. Towns double team. Hart from long range. Knocks it down from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Celtics have gone an impressive 8 of 9. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Knicks trail by 11. Here's McBride. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. 46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Tatum from long range. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Hart. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Relentless effort from Towns inside, powering through the contact.
Miller outside. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside McBride. To the inside. Here's Towns. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And so it's the Boston Celtics in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. And the 3 ball has been huge in building this lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Peyton Watson. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Wagner in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Well, Coach, there's an interesting story about Watson's draft experience.
Yeah, the story is, Brian, that the Nuggets were willing to trade to move up to get him. That's how much they thought of him. They weren't able to do that, but they were able to get him with the final pick of the first round anyway.
This goes to show you how important scouting is.
And luck.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Wiggins against Miller. Holiday up top. Lets it fly. Here's Richards. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way.
Half played. So for the Knicks, Wiseman comes in for Wagner. And it's McBride in for Wiggins. Knicks trail by 9. Here's Wiseman. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Pass to Watson. Fires from deep. Richards pulls it in. Boston has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Tyler with the bucket.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And again, the Knicks missing.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Miller. Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Here's Brunson following the bucket by the Celtics. Outside Watson. Inside Wiseman. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Richards.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Tyler with the bucket.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
It's Hart on the wing, guarded by Miller. Outside McBride, left side Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. To end the run, Boston pulls it in. Richards has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And some changes here for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Watson. And it's Griffin in for Brunson. Porzingis has checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Miller. Here's McBride. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game against the Nets put on a show. He finished with 47 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Now here's Griffin. No points yet. Pass to Towns to end the drought. Sends it home from 3-point land.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
There's Tatum with the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
Tyler with the bucket. Tyler's got 12.
He's a true team-first guy. White is all about finding the team the best scoring chance he can.
Towns way outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Boston. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More 2K action in just a moment.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your routine. Strength, conditioning, I'm not going to say diet because I'm not on a diet, but all the things you weren't thinking about when you were in school.
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Knicks.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And so
Let me be great.
It's New York with it, and after this game wraps up, they're off to Cleveland where they'll face the Cavaliers. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. On the floor for Boston, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Derek White, and it's Smooth in at the point guard position.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Here's Brown. Uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 6.
A very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Outside McBride. A shot to stop the run. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
And he gets that one. Tyler's got 7 points for the quarter.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Griffin outside. Towns outside. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Tyler, and he drives in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And then Tatum slams it in.
That's a big-time move by Jason Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that one.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
New York making a switch here. Hart's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better, and that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
Here's Tyler. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Like
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Now here's McBride. Hard with it. Outside Brunson. The three ball. It's hauled in by White.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
The Knicks have gotten 0 shots to go out of 6 attempts. Outside McBride. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And it's Brunson missing.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Pass to Smooth. It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Hart. A good look from Brown. Nice open look, but it's no good.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Towns. Outside Brunson. Clock at 6. A shot from the high post. Brunson missing again.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Tyler. Drains the triple. Tyler's got 26.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
And the Knicks shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Brunson passes to Hart. Towns a screen on Brown. Hart from long range drills it from deep. Hart's got 6 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Boston shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And some changes here for New York. Wagner's checked in for Wiseman. Wiggins comes in for Brunson. And it's Watson in for McBride. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Richards is checked in for Porzingis. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. Brandon Miller's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for White. Now here's Towns. He's got 5. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. To the middle. Here's Watson. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. Don't see too many 39-point leads in the NBA. Incredible. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Peyton Watson, and it's Wagner in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Tyler, no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. There's the 3. He can't hit that time.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Miller, the pass to Smooth. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Tyler's got 31 points.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside Watson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
With the floater. Tyler, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Brunson passes to Wiggins. Outside Watson. This one for 3. Pure from three-point range. Watson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Yep, count it.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Right side, Brunson. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end, just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, that would be fantastic, but it's got to be the names out there that people know.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. Wiggins finds Brunson. Can they get it? And he gets it to go.
The lefty getting it to go. Jalen Brunson once again.
Timeout called. The Celtics. They're in front by 43. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Wiseman, he's checked in for Wagner. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Watson. Griffin, he's checked in for Wiggins. And it's McBride in for Hart. Bell, he's checked in for Boston. Booker comes in for Hauser. Out to the right wing. Here's Tyler. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Tyler's got 42 in the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Outside Holiday. Back to Miller. Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just have to come clean on this. We travel on first-class charters. We're taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season, and if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the country.
Here's Wiseman. Second shot opportunity. Boston pulls it in.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And certainly a point of pride. They've now won 50 games this year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Smooth.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Miller pulls it in. Here's Tyler. And there's the drive, and he jams it home with authority.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Oh.
Great win tonight, MP.
Good win. Let's keep it going.
Mama, we made it. Why is that my tagline? Mama, we made it. Oh, what am I here? over in the middle. Oh, man. And we the only team clinch playing Burks. Damn.